Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shai Barakafam. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of the one who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, who's a so-called black man according to the KJV Bible. Give double honor to the elder apostles of Grey Millstone who told me this truth through the spirit, inspiration, and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Saluting all the brothers and sisters. This is Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, right? So it says, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. This is all speaking about the so-called white man. The triumphant of the wicked is short, and the scriptures tell you that the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. The earth has been given into the hands of the so-called white man himself, who's Esau, Edom, according to truth, according to reality, according to your ancient forefather, is the progenitor of the so-called white race, who is Esau, Edom, the red man, the redneck red man himself. Okay? And the earth has been given into his hands, as the scripture says, the end of the earth, the end of the world is Esau. And America, modern day Edom, modern day Babylon, modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, modern day Egypt, has military bases all around the world, right? And America is that great hypocrite. The so-called white man himself is that great hypocrite. And the scripture says, his joy is but for a moment. How is this man a hypocrite? You're condemning Russia for invading Ukraine, but yet look at America. Look at how America invaded. Look at the so-called white man, how you invaded the indigenous people of North, Central, and South America, which is our people, the Northern Kingdom, right? Look what you did to the Mexicans. You tell the Mexicans to go back to their own country, but they are in their country because America belongs to them and their ancestors. But you're telling them to go back. I remember seeing a clip where these racist so-called white people were protesting against the so-called immigrants, which are the so-called Mexicans, which are our people, saying go back to their own country. And there's just one Mexican saying, well, this is our country. You should get out of our country. So it shows you the hypocrisy of the so-called white man and so-called white woman here in America, in the United States. Here is your America's condemning Russia, with the Russians, they're also Edomites. Here is your condemning your own brethren. But look at you. You know, you told underneath Ronald Reagan, you told Russia that you would never expand. You would never expand, not even 1 inch, past your borders, the European Union borders. But yet, ever since then, up until now, look at how the EU, the European Union, has expanded. So you promised Russia that you would never expand eastward. But look at how it's expanded since Ronald Reagan up until now. And then you're trying to demonize Russia. Russia is reacting. Do you understand? You're condemning Russia, but it just shows the hypocrisy. The scripture says that the triumphing of the verse 5, Job chapter 20, verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Right? So the so-called white man has ruled off of hypocrisy. Pure hypocrisy. And the scripture says his joy is but for a moment. When you go to Revelation chapter 18, it clearly tells you that it will only take 1 hour for Babylon to be nuked off the face of the earth. And this is what will happen in time to come. This is Bible prophecy. There will be a third world war, and it will escalate, and it will end in a complete annihilation of the Northern America. And with that, Shalom.